Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave day. Today we're going to be using Heritage Hills, Washington. Excellent. It's a little soap. Getting down there. Over half empty now. It's like slowly being ground down. Alright. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got tobacco bay rum. Let's see, we got patchouli, jasmine, fir, and something else I think in there. Bergamot. There we go. Nice thing, it's all right here. You know, it says right in fine print. Takes a little bit to read it, but it's there. And we're going to be using, that's the second use of the Wilkinson sword blades with the King C Gillette razor. Gillette. All right. So, and then we'll follow it up with a little bit of standby Old Spice. He who controls the spice controls the galaxy. Yeah, another day. Not too bad. Not too bad at all today. Still a little sore. Yeah, this works out, but under the needle. Life under the needle. Because these are the days with the needle. Yeah. Yep. A little better. We'll see how long this lasts, but other than that, not bad. Woke up with a little cramp in my back though. It's like, can't win for everything, I guess. Can't get what we want. Yeah. So how is everything going? Hope everything's all right. Not much excitement going on. We're winding down towards, today is, what day is this? I think my brother's birthday. Yeah. Turned 61 today. Time flies. You just think it's like, yeah, it was just yesterday that, you know, it's like, I remember when he turned 13. God, it's like, time waits for no man. That's the crazy thing. It just seems like yesterday. It's like, things you seen. Other days, it's like, I remember, the teenager, like, he didn't have personal computers. Eight-bit video games were the thing. They were the bomb. And nowadays, kids look at that and like, oh, that's terrible. Like, you had no idea. You guys complain about, oh, my son's like, oh yeah, to get a new Xbox was, I think it's like $500 to get a new Xbox X. And he's like, I don't have one because it's expensive. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Things haven't changed. Cutting edge technology. I think when my friend Wayne, next door neighbor, he got himself his parents bought him a Xbox, not an Xbox, like an Xbox in the brain, but got that new fancy dancy Atari set, and they're like, you got an Atari? Oh my God, let's go play. And we're playing, and they're playing what is it, Combat, I think it is, where you got the little 8-bit biplane going, fighting each other. Like, oh, this is cool. you look at it now, it's like I still got the game, and I put it in the other day, and I was like, this is horrible. It's like, good God. And we got, was it 82? They came out with 1982. Like, would have been 16, 7, going on 17. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was then. Yep. He was like, that's when Defender came out. And that was, it's like, wow, this is good. And it was like, this is really good. And you're like, you're looking at a game that was like high tech. It was like in, I think it was 86. Got a personal computer. Back then, like some of you probably don't remember, it's like if you're young enough, floppy disks. They're like yay big. You put the disc in, and that's how you played the game. And you'd be playing a game, and I was like, oh, at this point, the game would stop. Insert disc 2. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got to put disc 2 in, play. That's how games worked. There was no such thing as hard drives. I remember my first computer I got. They had a hard drive in it. I think that would have been 89. I think it was 89. And it had a 20 meg hard drive. And we're like, wow, a 20 meg hard drive. What would we do without megabytes, right? It had a 20 megabyte hard drive inside. So you didn't have to constantly, you put your game, all your games on. Every single game you had, you put on it. And you're like, what am I going to do with all this extra space? I put all the games I had, every single one, and I still had over 10 megabytes left. That's how the size of games back then, because there was just no graphics or anything. Everything was 8-bit. Nowadays, you take a couple pictures on your phone, you blew through that 20 meg, nothing flat. Yeah, those were the days. Now it's like, I got terabytes. I got a 2 terabyte hard drive or a 3 or 5 terabyte hard drive on my computer. Yeah. It's crazy. We were when we were digging through looking for stuff, and when I dug the Xbox out, it had all my old computer games on it, and it had all these floppy drives in it, and I showed my son, he's looking at it like, what's this? It's like, that's a floppy drive. And he was like, what's it do? He's 29. He'd never seen one. And I was like, and his girlfriend was there, and she was like, and she's like 22. He's like, what is that? They had no clue. It's like, let me educate you. A little bit of education on the old days. Back in my day, we didn't have hard drives. That's the way it was, and we liked it. Yeah. That was cool. You know, heat came on, cooled off again. For a while there, we got back up into the 60s for a few days. And then it cooled right back down. Don't like the weather in Iowa? Stick around. It'll change by noon. Unless it's summer and then it just stays at 100 degrees. With 80% humidity. Yeah. I can't think of how many. It's like how many desktop computers I've had over the years. There was a time when, like when I was in college, I took programming, C+, and all that, and I was able to reprogram computer programs all the time. We'd be playing, I remember about, gosh, it had to have been about 83, somewhere in there. 84. Yeah, it had to be 83 because we moved in here at 84. Or 94, I mean. Not 84. But took some classes and, programming, C+, and all that fun stuff. My wife did too. And I remember we had some games. It's like, I just don't like the way this is playing. So I went and reprogrammed. It's like, I'm going to do this and this and this. And one friend who came over and he was playing on my computer, and it's like, hey, I don't remember this being this way. Well, I didn't like the way it played before. I changed it. He's like, how the heck you change it? I just reprogrammed it. Went into the code and changed it all. And he was like, you could do that? And I'm like, yeah. I remember, if you remember the game X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, it would have been 95, I think that came out. And I always liked getting the X-Wing and fight against TIE Fighters for an hour. It's like you'd get in these missions and you'd fight against TIE Fighters and other stuff. But eventually you'd run out of fighters to shoot, and then like, okay, then I just have to go blow up containers and stuff like that. And so I reprogrammed it so I had endless waves. So instead of having to face like 30X or TIE Fighters, I had to face like a couple hundred. This is to keep it interesting. It was a Dungeons and Dragons program we play where you go into dungeon delving, and I think it was called Bard's Tale, one of them. I reprogrammed the whole dungeon, made it a little tougher. Then things changed a bit. It made it harder to do such things. You had to have basically they set it up where you had to have the codes to get into the game itself to really, you could see stuff but you couldn't do anything to it unless you had to. It was basically like password protected type stuff. Started seeing more of that, and then I just gave up. I think about 97 is the last time I ever messed with anything. 90, maybe 98. I had students that, what was it? It was a Blizzard game. And kids that would, hey, can you reprogram this for me? I say, oh yeah, I can do that for you. Just give me a program, give me a while, figure it out, and I'll get it to you. And copy everything over. It's like copy the game, shoot it up, spit it out, and give it back to them. And they're like, oh, thank you. It's more fun now. All right, we're done. Things have, it's like now everything is on discs and can't do anything with them and can't mess with them. And yeah, Old Spice. Feel the sting. Yeah. Not bad though. The old King C Gillette's pretty mild. Gets the job done though. Hi, Old Spice. Alright, so there's a little affiliate link down below, so if you want to click on it, if you want to get something from the razor company, and it gives a little kickback when we get to a certain point, we'll do a giveaway with that money. I don't keep it, it goes to you guys. Alright, so that was Heritage Hills, Washington. I really like this. It's my favorite of their lineup. If they just, I'd really like to have them get some splashes. Be nice if they had some splashes, but yeah, maybe someday they'll get there. All right, so we had the Wilkinson Sword and Blade. That'd be number 2 use with the King C Gillette razor. That was a good little shave today. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share it with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.